It's cold, it's wet, and the police mess with it.
It's a bummer out here. I mean, I don't like it.
All my stuff is getting stolen. I'm sure this shows too. It's hard. I can't do this. Can't do it.
According to the latest 2016 annual street count of homeless people in Tucson, close to 400 people are living on the streets and nearly 2,000 people are living in shelters. Shelters such as the Salvation Army help the homeless as numbers shift from cold to warmer seasons.
It does change from the occupancy here at the shelter because during the summer it's warmer outside, so people are willing to sleep out in the streets more or in the riverbed or under the trees, camping out because it's warmer and they can survive that better than when they're shivering and cold. So we do see a flux in the numbers. So during the winter we had 170 people during our cold nights when it was really, really cold, and there's 100 beds for this shelter, but we have 170 that come in during the winter because we set up cots. And so we have areas in the shelter where there's cots that get set up, 60 more, 70 more cots that are able to accommodate those people in the winter. Summertime, we don't need that. Like I said, it's warmer outside, so they don't really come to the shelter as much. We had, last night alone, we had 70 people in-house, and there's 100 available spots. So you can see that there was 30 that were still available. They don't feel the need to come down here when they have the warmth outside. We have Operation Chill Out, which is going to start June 1st this year. It starts June and it goes through September every year. It is when, obviously in Tucson, we know our temperatures get very hot. It's hot outside and you're homeless on the street and you have nowhere to find shade or comfort from the heat. And you can get heat stroke and things that can be dangerous for you, for your health out there on the streets. So Operation Chill Out is a program where we ask the community to donate water, bottles of water, lip balm, hats, sunscreen, umbrellas, even light colored clothing, so that we can hand this out to the people on the streets that can't get out of the weather and the elements. And so then that way at least they stay hydrated and their skin stays protected and we can kind of keep them cool in the hot summer months. We ask for those donations to come here and we hand them out as people come to the door and ask for them. And when the temperatures actually raise from 102 degrees or higher, we have our case managers and volunteers that will go out to the parks where the homeless tend to kind of congregate, and we will hand out those items at the park when we have them.
I don't think the homeless affect the area in a negative way by any means. I think it just gives them a little bit to see and stuff out of the boredom out they might have daily. So for them to come over here and get to watch skateboarders and BMXers maybe enlightens their day just a little bit more than the usual day, maybe just walking around and such.
But I know that it's a nuisance as far as the panhandling. I haven't, from my own personal experience, just when you walk down the street or you walk into a store and there's someone standing outside, I try to help if I can, but my concern is I actually try and talk to them about coming to the shelter, or I'll offer food for them, I'll buy them food. A lot of times I've noticed that you can offer someone food and they don't accept it because they want the money in hand instead. And for me, if you're holding a sign that says I'm hungry and I need food, and you offer them food and they don't accept it, that puts a red flag up for me, and I'm a little concerned because I am not going to enable drinking, I'm not going to enable smoking or drugs or anything like that, so I would prefer to just hand them food. And so I know that for hardworking people out on the streets that are trying to, that are driving down the road and they see someone on the median and they want to give them, an apple they have in their car and then they don't accept it, that can actually detour people from wanting to help, and that's hard. So I think that's the biggest thing with the people in the community wanting to help the homeless or see them. It's a bother to them sometimes.